I am principal of BTW Magnet High School, and we are excited to have you here at our school.
It's not a typical morning for Booker T. Washington principal Quasia Starks, but it's one that she's been looking forward to.
I want to just pause and thank you for contacting me, because I look forward to this every year. That you can bring the Fulbright scholars here.
She hopes the Fulbright visiting scholars will be able to inspire her students.
I was very excited to know that we would have international visitors here on our campus. Our teachers do such hard work, our students work very hard, and we want our students to see that in order for them to compete successfully in a global economy, they need to be aware of different cultures, they need to be aware of different professions, and they also need to know that all of their core academic subjects touch some aspect of their professional career after graduation from high school, college, or whatever career path they choose to take.
The Fulbright Visiting Scholar Program provides grants to nearly 800 international scholars from nearly 100 countries. The scholars lecture or conduct postdoctoral research at U.S. institutions for as much as a full academic year. It's designed to increase mutual understanding between Americans and people from other countries.
I didn't have an idea about, how the American people deal apart from the TV and the media and the movies. So interact with the usual American and see how, they are same as us. I mean, they have their own problem. They are, they are working for their families. They have their own struggle for everyday life. That was, a good experience for me.
Threya Abdullah is from Bahrain, an island nation in the Persian Gulf. She's studying mathematics at Middle Tennessee State University. Abdullah, along with the other visiting scholars, has an important message for students at Booker T. Washington.
Most of the students, they don't love math or science. They think it's hard, and this is what we need. Math and science is involved in everything. So we need math and science students. We need more to go to this field. So I hope, I will make a difference and I will encourage them to go to this field.
If you want to understand life better, you need the basic knowledge about math, chemistry, physics, and about our environment.
Fulbright scholars acknowledge this was one of the main reasons for their visit, to convey how important STEM fields are for society, and more importantly, how exciting these career paths can be.
I would like to show how interesting and fascinating science is. I think if you are an adventurer, I think science is the place to be, because there are so many things we still have to learn. So I think it's a certainty for a job, and it's certainly fascinating.
Principal Starks agrees with their message. It's her hope that students leave Booker T. Washington with a better understanding of how math and science influence everyday life.
If you noticed during our tour, we saw our art students. They were drawing the human skeletal system, and they have to have a knowledge of human anatomy and physiology to be able to do that. Math and science, those courses touch every area, every profession. We live science daily. We do math daily. And our children need to always know that regardless of how they originally feel about a subject, regardless of the content area, that subject will make a difference in the rest of their lives.
But the students weren't the only ones learning. At the end of their visit, Fulbright scholars say they were able to walk away with a better understanding of the struggles that American schools face, which came as a surprise to some.
We always have this utopic vision of America as being the promised land, and they have access to everything they have. But I just learned that they're actually also desperate looking for funding, for example, to have physics class. And that astonished me. It was something I would expect in less developed countries. I'm interested to see how they cope with that. I mean, how they can, with limited sources, still educate their students, prepare them for a career in science or, for example, in education or communication.
Some teachers weren't able to meet the scholars, but Principal Starks wanted her staff to know that people from all over the world came into their school and for a few short hours were able to share in the successes and challenges at Booker T. Washington. So before they left, Starks asked each visiting scholar to write a short note to her teachers. Inside were words of encouragement. For the Southern Education Desk, I'm Erica Lembo.